Let's start with last week's game. Now, obviously, wasn't too happy about the outcome of that game, but I do have some stuff to talk about. Starting with the ending of that game. I remember jumping out of my seat, being so happy that my Chiefs scored on that beautiful, beautiful play. That lateral, that pass, everything about it was so nice. It was great. It was great. Until it got called back. Now, I had a dream last night that call did not go back. And I remember dancing around the living room, prancing, and getting ready to post on my Snapchat story about how great my Chiefs are and how that pass was so amazing, which, to you viewers out there, you know I would have done that. To the viewers out there that have me on Snapchat, you know I would have done that. So, with that being said, am I mad about the ending of that game? Of course I'm mad about the ending of that game. Was he offsides? Obviously he was offsides. Am I mad about the officials? This week, not too much. But Patrick Mahomes clearly was. So, segueing over to that. I have a lot of respect for Mahomes. I wish I never had to do this. I think that he has handled himself very, very well with the scrutiny this year with his wide receivers. He has not put a single bit of blame on them. He deserves MVP of meat riding his receivers. Genuinely, he does. But do I think he did a little bit wrong? Yes, I do. I am not mad about the fact that he started yelling. He deserves to get a yell out sometimes. No. I am mad about these quotes after the game. First off, to Josh Allen, instead of a regular congratulations for the win, it was a good win for the Bills for sure. That was the worst effing call ever. I don't think it was the worst effing call ever. Kadarius Toney was offsides. And I rep my Chiefs and I meat ride them all the time. I got my robe on right now too. And I can even admit that. Continuing on. Real quote, by the way. He was barely offsides. If you're going to get mad about the fact that he was barely offsides, then you would need to be mad about your Super Bowl win last year. Our Super Bowl win last year. I'm a part of the Chiefs, baby. I don't care. Fan base is a part of the team. Then that NFL Super Bowl, where there was barely a hold, which it was barely a hold. Was it a hold? Absolutely. Kadarius Toney was barely offsides. Was he offsides? Absolutely. So if he's going to be mad about that, then he needs to be open to the fact that was barely a hold and maybe they should have played on. I don't think they should have. I think that that call was respectable and correct. I thought the call yesterday was respectable and correct. Was I so mad? Of course I was mad. I wanted to throw my phone. Did I? No. Surprisingly. Moving on. We will be talking about the Chiefs' future. The schedule goes as follows. Sunday versus the Patriots. Then we have the Raiders again. Then the Bengals. Then the Chargers. Do I think we have the toughest schedule moving into the final weeks of the year? No. Do I think it's easy? Not necessarily. Do I think they're all winnable? Absolutely. We've been saying it for years. If they get their receiver core better, then we'll win games. Obviously. But we haven't seen it, so I need to see it to believe it. It sucks, but it's how it goes. So, do I think it's winnable? Absolutely. I love my team. I believe in my team. But do I think it's going to be a tough way into maybe even getting close to scratching that first seed? Yes. I'm trying to be a logical Chiefs fan here. It's hard. I love meat riding my guys. but I can't. I don't see us getting the first seed. I can be logical there. But a nice second or third seed is definitely in the books. I think the Ravens have the first seed pretty locked down. So, moving on, let's go to the matchups around the league. It's time to talk about some dang football games this week. Alright? First off, we got the good old Chargers at Raiders. I don't think it really matters that the Raiders are at home. I think the Chargers will win. Chargers obviously have issues with coaching, and I love me some Justin Herbert, so I can't blame him. So, give me the Chargers, but could be a close game. Moving on, Vikings, Bengals. I like the Vikings. I love the Joshua Dobbs story, but we need to be logical here. Jake Browning's been playing better. And that Cincy team, they might be back there in that playoffs, baby. They might be back there in that playoffs. Give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals. Steelers at the Colts. Now, I like the Steelers. I like how Mike Tomlin has had a 500 season, or above 500 season, or 500 season. Every single year he's been a head coach. But I like the Colts more, baby. I was high on Anthony Richardson before he got injured. But now they have Gardner Minshew. Possibly like the quarterback most likely in GOAT contention. Because he's that dang good. Heck yeah. Give me the Colts, baby. I love me Colts. Moving on to the Broncos-Lions. Now, the days of me being a nice Chiefs fan are over. We split this year. That means the streak is over. That means I can't be nice to the Broncos fans anymore, and I will not be nice to the Broncos fans anymore. And we have a lot of them down here in Kansas. Surprising amount, and I don't like it. Broncos, I hope you never win a game ever again. So, give me the Lions. But it'll be a close scoring game. I'll give them that. It'll be a close scoring game. I hate them though. Moving on. Giants, Saints. I like Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito. That was a terrible accent, but they're gonna get killed. They're gonna get killed. Saints defense is too good, and they're not even that good. They're just too good for the Giants. And that offense, it stayed up there up against that Lions team, but I think sadly it's going to be a slaughter for the Giants. Moving on, Bears, Browns. The Chicago Bears versus the Cleveland Browns. If you told me that this was going to be a good game last year, I would have been like, nah, Deshaun Watson's coming back. He's good. Boom. Injured. And then it turns into a good game. But do I think it's that good of a game? No. Browns defense is electrifying to watch. And that offense is, it's good enough. That's all you need though. That's all you need though. Good enough. So, give me the Browns. I don't think the Bears' offense is good enough to beat that Browns defense. Moving on. Falcons at Panthers. The Panthers look terrifyingly bad. I mean, let's take a moment of silence for that team. They're so bad, you'd hope for the future. First round, first pick overall. Maybe get like a Marvin Harrison Jr. type. Oh wait, nah. That pick went to the Bears. The future of your team is not bright, Panther fans. And it sucks. But it's how it is. Give me... Who are they playing? Falcons. Give me the Falcons. Buccaneers at Packers. Buccaneers at Packers. I don't like the Packers. I don't like people who like to play piggyback with my Chiefs players. It's weird. And especially not being called a pass interference. But do I think Jordan Love is a good quarterback? Yes. Do I think they're going to win? Yes. Does it suck? Yes. But it's what's going to happen. Packers. Give me the Packers. It'll be a pretty close game, but Packers win. Moving on to the Dolphins Jets. Jets had a good game. What can I say? They really, truly did. But do I think that they are going to beat the Dolphins? No. Dolphins are a great team. If you have Tyreek Hill on your team at this point, it's just you're a great team. Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill. Genuinely. They're game changers. They're genuinely game changers. And I think, and I will say this, I'll die on this hill. It makes Tua look like a better quarterback than he is. I don't think Tua is a bad quarterback. Do I think he's as good as, say, Patrick Mahomes? Of course not. No one can beat Mahomes. So, give me the Dolphins by quite a bit of them, quite a long margin. Chiefs Patriots. If the Chiefs lose this game, you will never see me again. I will be up in the mountains of Colorado, living off-grid with no electricity, no Wi-Fi, nothing like that. I can't stand seeing my Chiefs keep on losing. I have been so grateful to be a football fan in the time of Patrick Mahomes. All I've seen is winning. And when I'm watching losing, dang, it makes me feel bad for those Broncos fans for years. And dang, it makes me feel bad, especially for those Bears fans. I feel bad for y'all. It sucks. It really does. Moving on. Texans at Titans. Will Levis versus CJ Stroud. Is CJ Stroud even going to be back? Or is he still going to be on concussion protocol? Only time will tell. But I'll say this. If CJ Stroud plays, the Texans will win. If he doesn't, the Texans will lose. That's how high I am on CJ Stroud. I think that he's that big of a game changer. And especially with Nico Collins getting injured, Tank Dell being injured. I think if CJ Stroud plays, they win. I think if he doesn't, sayonara, Texans. And I ain't afraid to say it. Moving on. Niners-Cardinals. The Niners-Cardinals game, the best way I can say it is like a fresh meat in a prison. And obviously being the Cardinals. And seasoned veteran prison. Been there for 30 years. Prisoner B30108. Big burly guy. They meet each other in the showers. Your mind can imagine from there. That's how I think this game is going to go. Give me the 49ers by a slaughter. Continuing on. Commanders, Rams. I like my Rams. They had a great game. It sucks that it had to end that way against the Ravens. It does. One of the Ravens to lose. I need the AFC all just to be mid, like my beloved Chiefs, so we can still get the first seed. It's a necessity. The AFC Championship still needs to run through Arrowhead. Continuing. Cowboys, Bills. I love Josh Allen. I have so much respect for him. I think he gets overhated. Yes, he throws a lot of interceptions, but am I worried about that? No. He's a great quarterback. But that Cowboys team, dude. Great team. Last year, I genuinely would have said, had the Bills beat the Chiefs like they did this year, which I think they did, whatever, I would have genuinely said, hey, if you're going to beat the Chiefs, you have a good chance of going far. This year, I can't say the same. I think them beating the Chiefs was kind of just a meh for them. So, give me the Cowboys. Not by a lot, but by a decent amount. The Cowboys offense looks amazing, and the Cowboys defense, superb. Moving on. Ravens, Jaguars. I need the Jags to win. Like I said, I can't have a clear front-runner AFC team. Can't let it happen. So, let's go Jags. But do I think they're going to win? No. Ravens will win. Lamar Jackson's too good. Sadly. That defense is really good. Odell Beckham Jr. Pretty good. First name that popped in my head. And lastly, Sunday night game. 2 Sunday night games in a row for them Eagles. We got Eagles versus the Seattle Seahawks. I like the Seahawks. I think Drew Lock had a pretty good game. I don't know if Geno will be back. Hopefully. But do I think they're going to beat the Eagles? No. Eagles have had a rough game against the Cowboys, but do I think they'll bounce back? Absolutely. I think they're an amazing team. And they're going to probably be in the NFC Championship versus the Niners. Or the Cowboys. It's interchangeable. But, alas, I think the Cowboys are going to pretty easily defeat the Seahawks. I'll give you a score prediction because it's a Sunday night game. We'll go 38-17 on that score. So, with all that being said, let's move on to our next segment. To finish off this video, we're going to do some power rankings. To start off, at number 10, I have the Packers. I think the Packers are doing just fine for themselves. I could even see them as a playoff team. Only time will tell, though. I don't think you can base a couple good games off of a team success. But you never know. It's been a weird year. Number 9, I have the Bills. I actually originally had the Bills and then the Packers. But after the Chiefs game yesterday, I decided to switch. I thought that maybe the Bills deserved it a little bit better. Sure, the Chiefs and the Bills, the Bills and the Packers both beat the Chiefs. But I think the Bills played a better game. And that game against the Eagles a couple weeks ago really sucked for them. I think they played a great game as well. So give me the Bills. At number 8, I have the Houston Texans. When C.J. Stroud is healthy and his wide receiver core is healthy, which not so much anymore, I think that they're number 8 on the teams, and I think they're going to be a playoff team. I do. They're my dark horse playoff team. I love them Texans. But once again, only time will tell. It's been a weird year. Number 7, I have the Jags. Some might say that's a little low. I could understand where you're coming from, but I don't think so. I think they're right where they need to be. Moving on. Number 6, Detroit Lions. Disappointing games for them. They've had their ups. They've had their downs. But do I think they're still going to be a good playoff team? Absolutely. They have too talented of a team not to be. So, number 6, give me the Lions. At number 5, give me the the Dolphins. On the pure basis that we beat the Dolphins earlier in the season, I think the Chiefs are still better than them. Genuinely. When we are playing good, I think the Chiefs' best team beats the Dolphins on their best day. The Chiefs' best day, I think they're better than the Dolphins' best day. I do. So, number 5, give me the Dolphins. At number 4, give me the Chiefs. Does it suck that we're at number 4? Most power rankings I looked at put us at 6. Rubbish, I say. Rubbish. I love my Chiefs too much. And sure, we lead the leagues in drops. It sucks, but it is what it is. We still stay in them dang games. Sure, we lead the leagues in penalties and still get blamed of having the refs pay. We pay the refs. Yeah. Do I still think we're better than all the rest of the teams besides these 3? Yes, I do. And I'll die on a hill believing it. I don't care. Chiefs forever, baby. Sorry for that little mic thingy. 3. Give me the Philadelphia Eagles. That loss to the Cowboys dropped them from 2 to 3. You can probably guess who's at number 2. And it's the Cowboys. Dak for MVP. No problem saying it. He deserves it. The horse rubbish about Brock Purdy being MVP is crazy. I think he's a good quarterback, but MVP? No. I think the Cowboys have less weapons and are doing more with them. So, Cowboys at number 2. Dak for MVP, baby. At number 1, I got the 49ers. That team looks scary, dude. CMC is their workhorse. Debo is playing like a monster. Brock Purdy has looked pretty electrifying at moments. We've been saying for years that if that Niners team had a good quarterback, they're going all the way. Well, I think they have that now. And I'm scared. Thank y'all for watching. It means a lot to me, man. More videos like this coming soon. Leave a like, subscribe, maybe even comment how you feel. And I know that there'll be some pretty angry guys in the comments. Hopefully. That means y'all are watching. So thank you. And get ready for the next one. See you soon. All right. To finish off the show, I'd like to talk a little bit about the officiating in the NFL. Officiating has sucked this year.